we've had a lot of comments here recently on a couple of our reels that we put out there, and one that has seen the most comments was, the top 5 teams in the SEC coming into this year. I mean, we've had a ton of comments on there, back and forth, and I want to do them justice, and I want to bring those up, so hopefully it would encourage people to comment more. There was a guy on there named Troy. Look, man, definitely an arrogant Alabama fan. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Like I've said many a times, I think Alabama fans have kind of the right to be arrogant. 18 national championships. I mean, you're good. You've been good. But he made, he made this comment because one of the comparisons that we did on that was we talked about the 2019 LSU team and then the 2020 Alabama team. And he said that the 2020 Alabama team would have smoked the 2019 LSU team. Now, I don't know if that's true. And there was a lot of comments, well, it was a COVID year and this and that. The one thing is we'd never know. So,
you wouldn't have known during the COVID year either. And that was one of the things you and I talked about off camera, was that you never knew during that season who was going to play, whether they would have opted out the whole season or not, who was going to play from one game to the next, what protocol would have been in play during that 2020 season. Now, obviously, Alabama had a great run, had a great year that year. So not to take anything away from them, but to say in that, it's just two entirely different ball games, really. Two entirely different ball games. I mean, LSU had full use of their roster without the question of COVID in 2019. Alabama did not. So there'll never be a way, and there wouldn't be, to compare those two on an equal field.
Can we get AI to simulate what that would have looked like? Come on. That would be fun to watch. Kind of like, would Rocky Balboa beat Mike Tyson? I don't know.
Absolutely. Because Rocky would keep getting up.
That's right. Adrian might come back, help him out. You never know. Look, so some of the other comments that we had, Darian gave me his top 5. Because a lot of people asked the comment or made a comment about, South Carolina coming in the top 5. That's ridiculous. And I would always respond, what would be your top 5? And he was one that came back and told me what his top 5 was. And he said Georgia and Texas, hands down. Bama and LSU, maybe. And he says, then the last spot is really just questionable. You just don't know. So I
sounds like there's room for the Gamecocks in there.
Yes. So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Another comment. The guy, I couldn't really figure out his name, and it wouldn't let me. It says his comment was kind of like that guy that I talked to while I was in Alabama a month or so ago. That bartender, when he was at that restaurant or that hotel, was saying that he doesn't believe Bama's season is going to be that great this year, blah, blah, blah. This guy said Bama is a disaster. Said at best 8-4, but more than likely 6-6.
Wow.
I said, whoa. So I'm sure Senior Chief would probably love to comment on that. And so, Senior Chief, if you're listening, go onto the YouTube and find that reel and comment. Let's get some stuff going, guys. So
it's
look,
a video. It's a video. It's our top 5 early predictions video.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure that when we talk about specific comments, they're going to see it on screen. So the guy with his profile picture and his name, they'll be there.
Okay. That'll be great.
Oh yeah.
So look, we love the comments. This is something that the Chicken and I have been longing to start getting some of these feedback from you guys. So keep it coming. We'll mention you on the show, and we love it. Chicken, you want to say anything else about that?
No. The only thing that I would echo is, we all like to think that we're experts at this, especially if we're SEC fans, right? Like we believe that we know this game better than any other conference for sure. Anything that we put out there, first off, we don't claim to be experts, although I am. But if you've got a counter to our logic, okay, tell us about it. Don't just sit there and make the comment that, oh, the dog just likes hanging his tongue out and wagging his tail. This is true, but you're going to need to supply some supporting evidence to your claim. So don't just come out there, and I forget who the user was, and you are welcome to it. I welcome your comments that the chicken is just the, what did he say? I had the lowest football IQ on the planet or something. Okay, I disagree immensely, but if you say so, back it up.
Yeah.
Tell me your top 5, and it better not be Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee, and Oklahoma, because they're constant powerhouses. Shut up and go to the back of the bus.
Yeah, shout out Cousin Eddie for that comment.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, look, don't come out with us and say that Vanderbilt's going to win it all, and then we would really question your football IQ.